Hey guys, welcome to my Tony Robbins Business Mastery review. Finally, it has been a good 8 months. I did the Business Mastery back in January 2020, and I've been meaning to do this review for so long, but it just has taken me so long because I just really didn't know what exactly I got out of it. And I think originally I wanted to do a recap on all the things that I learned, I guess. But over the past 6 months or so, I've just kind of thought that rather than try and recap everything that we learned, I think what would be more beneficial is to try and tell you if it would be a suitable event for you to attend. So pretty much just give you a little quick brief background on my situation. So I have for those of you that don't know, I have a vintage clothing store, Velvet Underground, in Whistler, BC. It is also, we have like consignment products. It was a vegan cafe, so we'd make everything in-house. We did live music events once a month, more like other events like art shows, all sorts of other stuff. I also was had a clothing brand where I would like upcycle and manufacture sustainable clothing. Also have a website, a fairly active social media presence. And I am the sole owner of the business. So I had a few like part-time casual sort of staff, but pretty much I was operating a 7-day-a-week brick and mortar store, sourcing all the product, sometimes going down to the States to get product, as well as sewing, as well as HR, marketing, admin, accounting, working on the floor in the shop, all the things. Like it literally blows my mind. So I was doing a lot. I was working always like 100+ hours a week. And things were going really, really badly. Like we were making money and we were busy-ish sometimes. But the profits and expenses were like way out of line. So like we were losing thousands and thousands of dollars every single month. And I had, maxed out credit cards, maxed out loans, refinanced things. And I was really getting to the end of my rope. Like I just didn't know what else to do. I knew that I needed a mentor or somebody to help me. But I didn't know who. I was like so deep in it on the treadmill. Didn't even have time. Like I was reading and like researching business stuff as every opportunity that I could get. But in terms of networking and like, finding like-minded people that could help me, I didn't really even have time to think about what I could do or who I could see or how I could get help. I was just so in deep. I was literally drowning. So, metaphorically drowning, I guess. I knew I needed somebody, but the coaching industry is, it's a really complicated industry in terms of like, there's a lot of, people that won't get your results. It's very expensive as well. And don't get me wrong, I'm very, I think investing in your growth, in your education is like hands down the most important thing you can do. But trying to find out somebody that is gonna get you results is like, it's really hard to find out. It's just really hard to know who's real and who's not. It's kind of like finding a fortune teller. I was like, fuck this. I don't have time to fuck around. I'm just going to go to the best of the best. And that is Tony Robbins. So I was like, I'm going to sign up for this business mastery. It seems like all the podcasts that I'd listened to, everybody seems to do it. So I was like, this is if you want to be successful, this is what you've got to do. Like ticking a box, essentially. So I signed up. I couldn't afford it. I didn't have $10,000. I had to go on a payment plan, and every time the payment came out, I was like, my credit cards were bouncing. It was just such a stress to get over the line to making that last payment. And in the lead up to the date of the seminar or whatever, you get some coaching calls. And I don't know really what I thought they were going to be. I thought they were maybe going to be like more hands-on in terms of like they were going to look at your numbers and like really like hold your hand a bit more. But my coach was like, he was lovely, but and he gave me, it was kind of like, you know, he'd give you advice and things like that. But towards the end, he's kind of flaky. Like while you were on the call, he was very engaged and kind of helpful. But like in between, it was like, who are you? You're a pain in the ass. Like I'm very busy, you know, sort of thing. Like it didn't seem like he was really interested in helping me. I was just like, it seemed like I was just a number. So, towards the end, he was getting really flaky, wasn't answering, like would maybe miss a call and then I would try and call back and like he would be, you know, nowhere to be seen and he got sick and I don't know, there was all this stuff and it just was like alarm bells, like red flags. And I was just like, fuck, I don't know about this. This is $10,000. This is so much money for me. It's still time to get my money back. Because you can go, if you go to the first day, at the end of the first day, if you haven't gotten like, I don't know, $1 million worth of business advice, you can get out and get your money back. So, I called somebody else and was like, I don't know about this. Like, I'm having second thoughts. Like, this is my financial situation. And the guy on the phone, like, reassured me, was like, absolutely, you're going to get so much out of this. The people that you're going to meet are going to be so awesome, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, cool. So I went, first day happens and I'm like, fuck, should I pull out or not? Like, it's just like, but there was so many people that are so like fans of Tony Robbins. And it's like, it is, for lack of a better word, it's like being in a cult. Everybody is just like, you know, they've got the merch, they've got the hat, they've got the t-shirt. They're just like, wow, like Tony, oh my God, like fangirls at a fucking, you know, Justin Bieber concert sort of thing. It's like, yeah, it's nuts. So I was like kind of swept up in it and I didn't leave and I should have, but I didn't. Because even in the first day, I think like it became very apparent that all the information that they were telling you, you can access it. If you have access to Google, you can find it on YouTube, you can find it in podcasts, you can find it in books. Like half of the stuff that these people are saying, I had listened to in podcasts like just a few weeks earlier. So a lot of information, very valuable, really great information, but you can access it for free or for very cheap in books and podcasts, YouTube, all that sort of thing. The next thing is, half of the stuff they would tell you, like they'd have like a marketing segment or an accounting segment or a leadership segment or whatever, but then they would tell you all the stuff and it was like, yeah, that's really valuable, but they're like, if you really want to know how to do it or help, you know, have like somebody hold your hand, you need to invest another $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 to have, you know, this special program or whatever. You know, we can get the trainers to come to you and like train your staff. That'll be $10,000, whatever. It was like being in a huge infomercial. So like they'd be like, yeah, it's $10,000, but if you buy it today, you can get it for $1,000, but today only. And it's just like, I don't know. It was just very salesy, very, very salesy. I have no doubt that if you had an extra $10,000, $20,000 to drop at the event, you would find a lot of value in that for sure. But I guess this review is about the fact that for somebody who this is their Hail Mary, like you are like at your rope, at the end of your rope, you are pretty much like ready to be bankrupt. And you're like, this is what I need. This is going to save me. This is not going to save you. Maybe in the off chance you could get lucky and find somebody at the event that might help you for free or something. But that might not happen. It's a $10,000 gamble, essentially. So, yeah. That is my advice. That is my review. My situation, I was so financially strapped. So, that's why it wasn't the right fit for me. Don't get me wrong, I think Tony Robbins is amazing. His content is great. He does so much great stuff for so many people. And I don't want you to get that confused as I'm like, you know, bad mouthing the organization or anything like that. But I do think if you are really, like, this is a business, they're trying to make money, and I don't think if they really had my best interest, the people that I spoke to on the phone probably shouldn't have, because they give you, at the very beginning, they give you a little chat, like an hour-long chat to see if you'd be suitable. Hearing my story and my financial situation, there's no fucking way they should have taken my $10,000. They'd have been like, no, you need like a one-on-one mentor. This business mastery with 2,500 people in it is not going to be it's not going to save your business, essentially. But they didn't tell me that. And yeah, like, essentially it's kind of shit, because like, if COVID hadn't have forced my business to scale back so drastically, which thank God it did, but if it hadn't have, I 100% would have come out of that business mastery, and months, just a few short months after, I would have been bankrupt. No doubt in my mind. Like, that's just the reality of it. And that $10,000 that I spent on that business mastery wouldn't have helped. So, yeah, it's happened. It is what it is. I'm still standing, thank God. But yeah, hopefully this helps you or somebody you know. If you know somebody nobody's going to be going to these events for a while now. But if you know somebody that's about to drop a heap of money on a Tony Robbins something, yeah, keep that in mind and send this video to them. Thank you for watching, and yeah, see you in another video.